Hi, this is Dr. Dale Jasinski. I'm going to be your instructor for the next couple of weeks for the ENT 210 January term class. I look forward to working with you both this week online and in particular this weekend at our New Venture Challenge. The purpose of this brief introduction that I'm doing is to make sure you're all aware of what's going to happen for this very important, very fast class. So if you look at the assignments for this week, the very first one is to go to the newventurechallenge.org site and make sure you're fully ready and committed to making the weekend happen. Let me go over there right now and we'll walk through it together. Okay, so now we're at the newventurechallenge.org website. And you can see that what this is going to be this weekend is we're going to have students from around the state coming together to all be like you guys, learning how to about the introduction to entrepreneurship. And we're going to do it in an environment that's very hands-on, very, I think, fun. I've done many of these, and I think every student that's ever gone to one of them has come back saying it was one of the best experiences they've ever had. So I think you're going to enjoy it. Let's go to the course topics real quick. And, so you see I click up here at the top. And you can see, that you're going to get some stuff ahead of time. We'll go back in a second and talk about that. But basically, again, I want to go over the weekend. So Friday at noon, I'd like us all to be able to meet at the Clarion so that we can meet each other for the first time in person and go through any last minute stuff that you might have about our class, and then we'll pivot into the launch weekend experience. So that starts off at 1 o'clock and it goes till 10 o'clock that night. We start up again Saturday at 9 a.m., we go to 10 o'clock again, and we start up Sunday at 9 a.m. And that's the reason we wanted you to get the hotel room, and we were able to negotiate a package deal with the person who's got the room and the textbook. So we are able to put all that together, and I think it'll be a fun experience for you guys. And you'll be working in teams. The teams will consist of folks from various schools as well as our own school. You'll be able to go from start to finish in terms of a business idea that you'll polish up all weekend long by validating. You'll do the market projections, the financial projections, etc. So as opposed to thinking, you'll actually be doing. So I think you're going to have a great time. So again, by now you should have registered for this already. You'll have your hotel room, you'll have the e-text, and then we work in person in teams all weekend long. Okay, so that was the first thing. Let's go do Venture Challenge, which we just did. Again, contact me today over the next couple of hours if you'd like. I'll be available beyond that, but just not as immediate. So the first thing you're going to do is introduce yourselves by posting a profile. You're going to talk about your background, where you're from, the kinds of things you've done, why are you pursuing a degree here at Quinnipiac, how'd you select your major, in particular what you hope to gain out of ENT 210, what are your long-term career goals. Those all help because, again, over the weekend, some of you I noticed are seniors taking this as an elective. So for you guys, it might be helpful career-wise. For the underclassmen, it might be helpful, again, to know what kind of other things you want to get out of this experience. Okay, the next thing you're going to do, and you're going to post that to our discussion board in Blackboard by 8 o'clock. And let me walk you through real quick how to do that in case you've never taken an online class or used a discussion board before. Okay, so I've gone into Blackboard. Here is our course, the home page, as you guys should see it. I'm going to click over here. You can see my little cursors here on the left-hand side under Course Discussions. I click there. We can see that 2 people have already posted, so this is awesome. So now I go to the Discussion Forum 1, Student Profile, and I see that Brett has already posted his, so good going. And I see that Dan's already posted it since I've started doing this presentation. To post, you just create a thread. Click on Create Thread. Subject would be your name. And then you can either type in your answer here, or if you prefer, and you've done it as a Word file for your introduction, you could click here and find a file and attach it that way. Okay, when you're all done, you go ahead and hit submit. I'm going to hit cancel because I don't really want to save this. To read the other people's postings, you click on it. And in this case, Dan's gone ahead and put it all in here. He's an accounting major. You read it. When you hit reply, like this, I change the reply to say something about it and say, okay, and I hit submit. And now you can see my comments there. Okay, so that's what you need to do by tonight. Okay, so now we're back in the assignments thing. So we just talked about doing your student profile. Then I want you to read. So agenda item number 4 is read the following stuff. These are all meant to help you get some juices flowing about how to come up with an idea for a new business. Again, this is a very fast class. We only have 2 weeks, so we're going to do stuff much quicker than we would normally. So these are just suggested resources that you can go to. If you've got other things, please share them with me. I'm always eager to learn, but here's some good things to go to. Most of these are in articles. Q-Start is something we do every year, so if this is something that you really like over this J term, we'll have a Q-Start coming up in the spring that you could exhibit your idea at here on our campus. Okay, so that's all. These are the things you need to do for today. Now for tomorrow, and again, you can get a head start on it as people start posting their profiles. By all means, you don't have to wait until these deadlines. You can always get things done early. Go ahead and read all the other students. There should be 11 or 12 of us in this class, so read the other folks' profiles, make some comments, shout outs, etc. And then the big one is by tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, you've got to come up with your own business idea. So hopefully the stuff I gave you to read today will inspire you. Maybe you've got some other inspirations that you've already had and been thinking about for a long time. That's great. What you have to post are the following. You have to give it and this is because this is the same format that we're going to use for the New Venture Challenge, so we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So the first thing is what I call your tweet, 10 words or less, about what it is that you want to do. I want to create a new healthy gym for middle-aged men. Whatever it is, come up with it in 10 words or less. Then you're going to give it a full description. You're going to talk about what makes this idea want to come to life. If you look at all the various burger places between McDonald's and what's Jake's Wayback Burger just opened up in Cheshire. So, why do we need a new burger joint? This is the description. The limit here is 1,500 characters, which, depending on how much you type, is probably a couple of paragraphs. So make sure you do a word count to make sure you live up to it. When you go to post it to the website for the New Venture Challenge, if it's more than 1,500 characters, it'll just cut off whatever else is left. So make sure you edit it down to 1,500 characters. Who needs your product and why? So this is saying, okay, if you're appealing to college students, it's college students who want to work out, whatever it is that your target market is, and the readings will help you with that. Your college affiliation, obviously, is us, Quinnipiac. Now, that's all you needed for your business idea so far. We'll work on the rest of the stuff over the New Venture Challenge weekend. For this submission, we also want to know what kind of background you have, because that'll help us, the other instructors and myself, in forming the teams. We try to make sure the teams have people with various skill sets. So again, if you're Dan and you've got an accounting background, that's awesome. So in your posting for DF2, put in here some other skills that you might have that may not be apparent. And then if you've got something else you want to say about your idea, about yourself, please do that in the other comments. And again, as I say down here, you're allowed to post more than one idea, but everybody has to post at least one. So you're going to do that by tomorrow night at 8 o'clock to DF2, Business Idea on Discussion Board. Then by Wednesday at 5, please post replies to the other 10 or so students' ideas. And then that way, they've got a few hours to reflect on what they've got, maybe make some improvements to their original idea, and then post it here not only posted here to the back offices / venture site. That's where the new venture challenge ideas are all going to go. And the other instructors and I will look at those and come up with what we think to be the 10 ideas or so, depending on how many final students we have, to be worked on over the weekend. Okay, so make sure that by 10 o'clock on Wednesday night, you've gone to this backoffices.com venture to post your revised idea. Okay, Thursday we're going to take a little break, and you're going to actually look at some of our own companies that have come out of the queue. Carrot Creative being one of our most successful. They just were acquired by Vice, a media company. Mike is sitting on an investment probably value. The company is valued at $2.2 billion with a B, and he's probably about $250 million. So he's probably our financially most successful young alum, and he just turned 30. But all the rest of these guys are awesome people. It's one of the joys in my life that I'm an advisor to all of them. So we tend to stay with our students while you're in school and after school. So this will just give you some Q pride going into the weekend, I hope. Answer these questions and post it to the discussion board. And then I look forward to seeing you on Friday. So again, give me a call today anytime at 203-313-4152. Text me at that same number or send me an email. Look forward to meeting you.